We've had 7 different mass media, each which works differently. There's print, recordings, cinema, radio, television, the internet, and mobile. We know that television is similar to cinema, but cinema is different from television. A guy in Holland called Raimo van der Klein, who was the CEO of Layer, he argued with me that, Tomi, did you know that there's an 8th mass media, number 8? I said, what is it? He said, augmented reality. So augmented reality is now the early adoptions of augmented reality. We can, for example, use a smartphone and we can look out of the window here in Johannesburg and suddenly we can see that there's a monster, a King Kong monster that's climbing on a skyscraper or a building. In reality there's no King Kong, but it has been created through a game onto the screen of the mobile phone. One of the augmented reality success stories, the earliest, was an idea that came from Japan, initially just as a gimmicky game called the iButterfly. The iButterfly was launched in Hong Kong 3 years ago as a game to hunt virtual butterflies in Hong Kong. Each one of them is regionally specific. When you look for them in your smartphone, you can suddenly see the fluttering of a butterfly. You get close to it, you capture the butterfly onto your mobile phone. No one else can capture it. That was one butterfly. Whoever got first to it got the butterfly. Whenever someone captures a butterfly, they also get a coupon as to go, let's say, Starbucks, have a coffee, and so forth. In the first year of launching this augmented reality virtual butterfly collection, 7% of all Hong Kong smartphone users were already collecting augmented reality butterflies. Hong Kong has the 2nd highest penetration of smartphones in the world, behind Singapore. So 7% of Hong Kong smartphone users were already collecting these butterflies. The average person collected 3 butterflies a month, 33 in the first year. And the coupon redemption rates of the coupons that were delivered are 75%. Augmented reality requires a relatively large audience in terms of the total national population adoption of smartphones and a relatively high adoption of 3G or higher speed networks. South Africa is now at the point where it's almost viable. We see that roughly the rule is about 50% population having smartphones. That's when augmented reality takes off. So the same thing in Singapore, Japan, Hong Kong, Holland, Sweden, Finland, etc. So roughly 50% smartphone penetration makes it economically viable. Then there are enough that we will find the targets that we can use them. Today, South Africa has 36% smartphone penetration. My calculation says before Christmas of next year, South Africa's smartphone penetration will be 50%. And we are exactly at the time. You're a media brand today. Today you should be studying these examples. Early next year you start launching them. You win the big advertising campaign because you had this cool augmented reality funky thing that people could do their bizarre, masks or costumes or historical characters or whatever, and do a game around it or whatever and win the awards. By the end of the year, it becomes viable as a mass market.